Again? One more ball. Maybe in here. Come on, where? What in the... Whoa, hey, I'm being... No.
Matt, where'd you go?
Where am I? I can tell you where you are. You're in the pocket of your gene code genes. I, Rusty Longina, can help you get better at ping pong.
Couple drops in your CPAP water every night and watch the results. It also cures rheumatoid arthritis and Bell's palsy. Reorder on my doTERRA account.
This brought to you by doTERRA.com/Rusty Keys. Now is the time to get in. Rusty's downline in the ground floor.
Welcome to the ice cave. It's not much, but it's we moved in here ever since when the DHI vacated and went to Saratoga Springs. We took over the vacant spot. So a lot like how the Costco went into the old Incredible Universe. We kind of did the same thing, and we've made it kind of our own. And yeah, we got darts, we got all sorts of stuff, but yeah, this is kind of where, this is home base, and we do our raids, so to speak, and this is where we plan everything out. So this is, we got unlimited food, the snacks, and as long as we're actually tenants here, there are folks that live upstairs, but they keep us stocked, kind of supplied. Like right here, you got pork chunks, and yeah, so we have plenty to eat and plenty to do.
Got to analyze this from a large scale, you know. Lux, maybe, definitely not, never, nope, not now, not tomorrow, not never. Remember when that had that back in what was that year? The one year they let internationals into the DHI back in, what is his name? That illegal from Amsterdam, what was his name? That Brad Sorensen or whatever?
Hanson.
Remember that? Yeah. That's when I really decided I needed to get involved with DHIs. Yeah. They can't let people in like that.
Yeah, I about stepped away from it and just left it all back. To listen to these, remember listening to this with my dad. We didn't have moving picture shows back then, and so we'd all sit around the radio and listen to, you know, Tales of Zorro and all sorts of characters, and you just had to create it in your mind's eye. Oh, hold up, okay, we're getting a call. This is how we get our calls. DHICE. Okay. Hey, get ready. They're wanting us over to the Indian fellas.
Get the vans ready, boys! Get the vans!
Yep, we're on our way. Yep, bye-bye. We are part of a unit within ICE that is called DHICE, and we just focus solely on ping pong related crimes, specifically people who have been fraudulently entering the DHI for all these years, and they've been doing it illegally. And so we just got a tip. There's an Indian fella that lives nearby, and we're gonna go check it out, and we're gonna enter the home unannounced, and we're gonna take him down. Yeah. All right, we're outside the home of this Indian fella. We're about to get ready to raid. It looks like he's having a nice evening with the children. About to ruin that.
Excuse me, do we have like a name for this guy, or?
His name is Rajesh, and you'll see when we say his name, he's going to turn his head, and you'll know exactly who he is. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to cover our faces, as best we can. And we're gonna catch him unawares.
Oh man.
Okay, we just gonna go up there now.
It's just flowing through me right now. I'm jacked to the tits, man.
Now, if he tries to resist, it's gonna get ugly.
What is wanted?
You know what's wanted? Get him, boys! Give us the papers now! Hot the kids! Hot the kids!
Let's come. Let's make this easy, son. Let's make this easy.
We don't throw him in jail.
Now, that didn't go quite as planned. But he did have a couple children in there, which usually doesn't deter us, but he did offer us a couple of bowls of curry, and we took him up on it, and he said he'd turn himself in voluntarily and return to Goa, where he belongs.
I don't think he's gonna do it. I don't believe it.
We're just gonna trust that he does. No. Now, we like to have a little fun around here, and Odell here, he's gonna demonstrate how we choose which house we're gonna raid first, who we're gonna go after. Now, and a long time ago, Odell says to me, he says, Boyd, who's gonna be the ones, like, how are we gonna decide this? And I thought, let's lighten the mood, let's have some fun, and we're gonna show you how we do it.
Choosing my house to go after is tough, so we just use Hot Wheel science. This here, usually the brown folk. This here, those gingered ones.
And you might ask yourself, why don't use the red for ginger, but let's not get too technical now.
I didn't choose.
Now, hold on.
You gotta get to the gate.
All right. Just a little break here.
Will you hurry up? You know what your wife says about eating peanuts?
Okay.
I can hold my junk, sorry. Ready now? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I was late to that. Looks like we're getting some gingers tonight.
It's coming your way.
Got it. Net. Point you.
I wish it felt like a win. Look at this paperwork, Russ. What if it's not even legal? I downloaded the form from some random forum.
Hey, relax. It's just a registration packet. We'll double check.
Rules is rules. If you want to enter the tournament legally, you just got to submit your paperwork. I dare you to see what happens.
Yes, thank you so much.
Russ, they okayed it.
I'm officially in the DHI ping pong tournament.
It's great news, man.
And
You
I'm
earned
gonna
it.
win it. For Ashley and for everyone who's been shut out before. We're all
All right, light grip, wrist loose. Let it roll off the paddle.
like this?
Perfect. Follow through. Nice.
Hey, quick heads up, fellas. DHICE is checking every roster.
Ready for the Laundromat Open Championship?
Bring it on.
First serves mine.
Here it comes.
Got it.
Nice
Little spin
return.
for you. Oh, off the washer.
Still in play.
Point for you if I miss. You got it.
Yes, 11-10.
What a round.
Block with the box still steaming, green hoodie on and the tiger still gleaming. You wanted that bread? Sorry, it's gone, but this cheesy slice got the game still strong. We got your pizza hot in here, but there's no more crazy bread up in here. Block with the box still steaming, green hoodie on and the tiger still gleaming. You wanted that bread? Sorry, it's gone, but this cheesy slice got the.
You know, like, if you take the letters of the ginger and mess them around, you can, you know, you can think pretty. It's not hard to think about what that spells, and you know. So I've always been pushing for that ginger fella this whole time, but no one wants to listen to me. And lo and behold, what do we have? About a year ago, these gingers are getting invited to cookouts.
Well, so we're having a tough time with recruits right now. A little bit of bad pub as of late for the DHICE team, but we used to have a special ops team, and we could really use those heavy hands right now. And we had a gentleman who was real good at computers, and we had a great kind of a Ocean's 11 type team. We did raids for years, and we're a little bit slim now.
You know, life is interesting because it turns out
my foobar led to me understanding that this De Palma is deep connected into the government, they say, you know. He knows that Governor Cox. And, you know, that's kind of how this thing all comes together with DHICE and the government. Well, this is how it comes together. We're going to get all these illegals out of here and get that salt mine tour.
Yeah, that's right. That's kind of the crown jewel of them all, that salt mine tour. It's sort of like, think of it as sort of like like our version of the President's Club. When y'all are in tech, understand that. The salt mine tour is kind of our mecca, our crown jewel of the whole deal. And that's really what keeps us going. That and Governor Cox promised me a brand new Saturn. Looking at, we're about to get in. Yep, they are. They sure are. We're about to get in. You can go read this gentleman. Now, from what I understand, this gentleman illegally procured an excavation company from an elderly gentleman and his family, and so we're gonna go check that out. One thing that you'll notice is he's parked in an escape position out here.
Block him down, Sarge. Block him, Sarge.
That is a surefire sign that he's ready to go. He's probably got his kids trained up, and he's got 72-hour kits and all sorts of stuff. So we're gonna go in there, we're gonna catch him unawares, and we're gonna see if we can get him. He's big, he's an ogre. I'd like you to take a look out here, this land. He's been squatting on this land for years, telling people it's his, kind of posing as a quote-unquote normal citizen, and but he's a squatter.
Sarge, I think you forgot some important detail. Looks like he's been training his goat, Mean Green, out here.
Yep. And so, yep. These types like to sneak around back when they get tipped off. These types will sneak around back.
He's gonna be back in heat, Sarge. He might be armed. He might be heavy. Folks, right now we might need some emergency backup on the set here. Because he could be armed and dangerous. We call this the De Palma move.
All right.
No, we got him! We got him, Sarge!
We got him. We got him.
Hide the kids! Hide the kids!
It wasn't me. You know what you did, son. All right, we got him. This is standard procedure.
Gotta make sure it's him. Yep, that's him.
That's him.
Yep, we got him.
It's him. Well, we ended up having a real nice visit with this family, and we made him commit to us. Gosh, we even left him with a word of prayer at the end there. But we, you know, they ended up being real nice, and turns out we're not as good at this as we thought we was. We just, our hearts are too big, and we made him promise he'd give that business back to the gentleman that he essentially stole it from, and he agreed, and left him with a word of prayer, and the Lord would bless him, and moved on. Now, we just passed, just had my memory jogged, actually kind of a little bit of PTSD. I used to be on the gang unit, and we dealt with this group of fellas that was called the Charlotte Hornets gang, and we had to do a raid on their school, and it was one of the, something that's a day I'd like to forget. Tex Francis, Jason Hale, Mark Pillow. I remember every single one of their faces and their names. Etched in my brain. And we commandeered 13 Huffies that day. We found their stash and several packs of cigarettes and chewing tobacco. And these gentlemen wasn't more than 12 years of age at the time. But those starter jackets, I'll tell you what, they meant something. They was a symbol of chaos. Oof. Okay. Yep. I ain't paid him in months. Okay. Hey, thanks again.
Take as many peanuts as you'd like, sir.
Yeah, thanks again. We got a meeting though, so.
Well, you know, some say the hardest part of DHICE is breaking up families.
Mm-hmm.
Some might say that, but you know, the reality is, one of these folks isn't getting invited to the DHI, and that's sometimes hard to deal with.
That sometimes is harder to stomach than breaking up them families. Now, Odell and I, we met about 25 years back, I think. We met about 25 years back because we was dating sisters, twin sisters. Turns out,
not conjoined though.
Not conjoined. That's an important detail. Yeah, I didn't say that. You got one in for me? I cracked open one up.
Yeah, I'll give you one. Go ahead.
Anyway, it wasn't just that. It was just Beatrice.
Ooh, a double. Those are good.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Take that double.
Beatrice, she got caught up in that Bell's palsy epidemic, and ended up not being able to use one of her arms, and
got her real good there.
Didn't it? You know, just things weren't the same after that. So, it felt like a good time to move on. Yeah, well, me and Odell, we've been tracking this Indian fella for who knows how long.
Probably a coon's age, I'd say.
Coon's age.
Yeah.
And, you know, you get to the point where you just ain't real fond of these people, but it's just been doing some despicable thing. He's got a business partner, and they've been doing some nefarious business
Probably
deals.
some of that funny business, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, definitely some funny business there. They've been getting government grants, and they haven't been putting the money back into these resting homes for the elderly, and they've been living high on the hog. They got Scoops Ice Cream Center. They got pretzels. They got pretzels. They got trucks. They got, I think they even have some farm animals. I mean, who does that?
Oh, that pig, right?
The pig, yeah.
And some people, a long time ago.
People been saying he's having an affair with that pig.
No.
Yep.
Well, you know, speaking of you brought up that bestiality. We once had a fellow rumor.
I know where this is going.
You know about him. Yep. Half bear, half man was the rumor. We're gonna have to go find him. And remember, you know, Boyd and I had a lead on him one year when we went up to the front door. Like a thief in the night.
Like
Slipped right through that back door, you know, the back door bandit we call him.
Like a Sasquatch.
Bear is actually, it's a bear, man, it's that
Bear Squatch.
Yeah, bear guy. Yeah. You're kidding me, they're pecan in this? Oh, by golly.
I love a good pecan.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Another thing we's working on is a local gentleman. He works for a local parish, does accounting for a local parish.
Now, let's be honest, this is a real head scratcher.
This is a real head scratcher. And
we're close.
I'm not fooled by the whole parish thing. The BTK also worked at a parish, but yeah.
We just started asking ourselves, how is this guy by the name of Kid playing in the DHI?
It wasn't enough.
It doesn't make
sense.
sense.
This is an adult tournament. His name is Kid. I mean,
we gotta lock him up.
I just don't know. So we're looking into birth certificates and things like that right now. But
Jeffrey, more peanuts.
Now, come on over here, Odell. Okay, now I'd like to take this moment to say something a little special about Odell. Now look, Odell's been caught up in his name, he's been on administrative leave the last little bit because his name did appear in the Epstein files. Now, I like to be the first to tell him that he has been exonerated.
They said it was for pizza.
And it turns out it was a different Odell.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
So are you gonna do that monster voice like you told me?
What?
I need to have that monster voice so I sound like I'm hyped. You know, I've seen some crazy stuff here. I can't do that voice.
I like your.
Now, this here's native land. So we're all illegals, technically, on this.
Hi, sir.
It's him.
What are you guys doing?
Not conjoined though.
Not conjoined. That's an important detail. Yeah, I didn't say that. It turns out it was a different Odell. Okay.
God, no. Start over. You smell like crap, dude. What is that? You can't do that, dude.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do